Here in London, we see one of the world's most iconic football venues, Wembley Stadium. And since 2007, it's welcomed the Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we are underway in London. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game. Offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
Staying with Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On the ready.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Back. Wrap all 80. Ready.
Another carry for Robinson. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play fake here. Daniels fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Commanders will have a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ready.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Go.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Gtowncapp.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 36. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Good save. Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Back to throw, Tua. Going for a waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
70.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Cut. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on fourth down. From 37 yards in the right hash. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First and 10 now from the 30.
Right. 32 Stinger.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
44. Ready. Come on, 2. Out.
This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Completes this one to Hill. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Marshawn Lattimore up for the second. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking down to 2nd and 9.
Yeah. Hey. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Tua off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Finds his man Waddle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
21G, 20, TX. Help!
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels from the pistol. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Achane gets this on the draw. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Ready. Number one.
Achane again. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, turbo two. Turbo two. Turbo two.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
First and 10 from the 41.
Ready. He's right, no. Out.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
20 TX.
Second down carry for Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
Turbo one high. Turbo one high.
Third down run from Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
21G. Out.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, number one, number one.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Get set. Turbo three, kick. Ready.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
All right, fellas, listen. All right.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready.
They send Hill right. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. It's the Dolphins behind the sticks on 2nd and 11.
Ready. Longer, long. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
32 stinger.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Miami touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On first down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Come on.
Offense to the line for second down.
Go.
Trying again following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. Throw complete to Sinnott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Commanders will have a first.
Here we go.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Piniero's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. Now we'll send you back across the pond to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman waiting. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit.
Ready, shot? Watch it, Oscar. Let's go. Long. Hey. Shot.
Tagovailoa on first down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side, brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Got his target. It's Hill. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Working quickly here.
Yeah. Solo left Zion.
Tua now from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Go ahead. Hey!
Here's Tua again. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins take the lead on that successful kick. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Got it. Ready?
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Get it. Ready?
Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Ready.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Gotta be lying. Ready?
Throwing now, Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage.
Great.
And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ready?
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
To throw, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back. Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The Dolphins are back on offense. Gtowncapp out there once again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, gives them room to operate.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
Achane again on 2nd. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
East right, snow. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 T8.
1st down, here's Tua. Flush down now to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
20 TX. Double 1 high. Hey.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think the defense coaches and coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
20, TX. Out.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Sanders all set to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
60 Bison. 2. Ready.
Staying with Robinson. He breaks a tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Get it.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Ready.
They kick the running back in motion. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
3rd down give to Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here we go. Start.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Get up.
Daniels back to throw. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Commanders losing by 4. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No. Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Back. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Throwing now. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Dolphins ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he'll only get this to about the 17 before they take him down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay. 21G.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Right.
Handoff headed left to Mostert. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, get set. Corner, whoa. Watch it, Oscar. Let's go. Whoa. Out.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This finds Smith. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Hey, turbo one. Get in.
Here's a chain up the middle. And this one does not go far. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Achane gets this on the draw. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Turbo three, kick.
Completes this one to Hill. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Second and 3 now.
Get set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go here in Germany. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 57, 15. Attack!
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Mahomes back. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one is complete to Hardman. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. There he goes, inside the 30. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 39 yards.
Yellow.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, KC. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Gtowncapp.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Play action. Tagovailoa. He's got it! And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Stinger. left Zion. Solo left step.
Hill brought in motion. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's to Waddle again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Hey! Solo left Zion.
Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
15. Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 43.
A handoff running left. It's Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
15. Yellow.
A tight end in motion now. Now a carry for Hunt. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Come back. Attack. 15.
Now Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. He'll have a yard or two up to about the 16. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's it. Hey, 21 TX. Double one, high.
From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to take a shot down the field. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hey, time out two. Time out two. Time out two. East, right, snow. Out.
Run the draw with Achane. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
TX.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
21G, 21G. 20, TX. Corner, long.
Tua now on 3rd down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's in! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Going for it all. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
Tua now on 1st down. Sending it deep for Waddle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
21G.
Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
All right, come on. All right, fellas, listen up. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out!
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. 3rd and 9.
Go ahead. Step. Hey. Solo left Zion. What?
Here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
They snap it to Tua. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20.
32 stay.
A run out of the gun with Gtowncapp. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
21G. Number 2. Step. Out.
They'll stay on the ground with Gtowncapp. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Number 1. Hey, turbo 2. 20, TX.
Throwing is Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Gtowncapp. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Turbo 1 high. Corner, long. Watch it, Oscar. Let's go.
Hill brought in motion.
Out.
Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. time, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Attack! Yellow! Hey, 57, 15.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Yellow! 15! Attack! Yellow! Color!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll be taken down at the 30. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Yellow!
Man in motion is Brown.
Yellow!
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half, and he may just be getting started.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
21G.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3.
Hey, get set. Hey, cover one. Whoa. Hey.
Hill brought in motion.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Solo left Zion. Step.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he's got another one. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
First and 10 for Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Attack!
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Easy. Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Hey, 57. Attack. Yellow. Hey, 57.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. He'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Ready. Scrap.
On second down, Gtowncapp. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Gtowncapp to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Gtowncapp. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
How about 2? Ready.
Now give to Mostert, heading right. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
All right. He's right. No.
They'll run with Gtowncapp. And he uses the vision to take it outside, and he is in. Gtowncapp. Touchdown, Dolphins. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They send him right out of the slot. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, 21 TA. Ready, set.
Tua gonna throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
TX. Turbo 1, high.
From the gun, here's Tua. And he finds Tyreek. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready, set. Hey. 21G, 20 TX. Out.
Now it's Tua. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. It's a big play there for Miami. That goes for 58.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Go ahead.
Here's Mostert, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Raheem Mostert, touchdown Miami. Sanders here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will add one more onto their big lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Attack! Yellow! Right side!
Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 39 yards.
Yellow! Yellow! Right side!
1st down throw, Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, 15! Right side!
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Turbo 1, high! Turbo 1, high! Connor, long, Watson, Oscar.
Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Go ahead. G. Let's go. That.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Solo left Zion. So out.
Throwing is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Scat. Hey.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achan. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Hey, number 1. It's safe. Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TA.
Tua to throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Right. Number 1, high. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete.
All right, let's go.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Turbo 3, kick. Hey. 21G.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle.
Let's go.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
32 Stinger. Ready, set.
That's taken in, and he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at it, engaging where the marker is, and getting there to set up 1st and goal. Here's Achan. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So a win here for the Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go, here in Sao Paulo. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He gets loose down the right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Tua taken right to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He puts some power on a deep one left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an out cut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Tua now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. They send Hill right. 3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff? or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise. Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Solo left Zion.
They send Hill right. Now Tagovailoa on fourth. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
Ready. Hey, 21 T8.
Here's Tua again. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Turbo one, high. Hey.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
TX. 21G. Ready.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
20 TX. Corner, long. Watch it, Oscar.
First down from the red zone. He's on the move. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out.
Cover one high. Let's go. Out.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Taking a deep shot here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. He's trying another one deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa now. He's trying to go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
21G. Hey.
Man in motion, headed right. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. Touchdown, Miami! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Don't touch that. Hey, 73.
Campbell going in motion left. After the sack, another pass on second down. Gets it to Paris Campbell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that's a gain that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Campbell going in motion left. First down throwing for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage, keeping things tight downfield, even as he extended the play, and as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there.
First down, here's Tua. He fires one deep down the left sideline. That's caught at the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
He's looking deep once again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Brought in close to the 8. And in for the Miami touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First and 10, here's Hurts. He's loaded another one up. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Hey, easy, 63. Hey, 73, 73. Hey, Silver, 63. Count up, Yanni.
On first down, Hurts. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Turbo three, kick. Turbo one, high. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Ready. Hey. 21G, 20, TX.
Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Miami. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Ready to stinger.
Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. First and 10 from the 41.
All right, come on. Corner, long, watch it, Austin. Let's go. Out.
Here's Tua. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
All right, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again, following the sack. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey. Solo left Zion.
Back to throw, Tua. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Hey. Solo left Zion.
They send Hill right. Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. He lets one fly deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprise rising. Fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. He's still going at the 30. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
73. Tiger Hornet. Go Silver, ready?
Hurts looking to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The home teams are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Completes this one to Hill. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
G, 20 TX.
2nd and 1. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie us up 28-all. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And we'll see how they choose to attack this. They've got 50 seconds at their disposal. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. He put some juice on a deep. He's got it at the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And normally they'd need their sap rock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go.
Tua setting up to throw. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
44. Ready. Step. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Step. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He sends this one to the end zone. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Solo left Zion. Hey, 21, see it. Ready.
Here's Tua again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Number 1. Number 1, high.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game 35 apiece. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
63, pass. Hey, 73.
Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. As we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, get set. 21G, 21G. TX. Help!
Tagovailoa back to throw. Short pass brought in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Ready.
Achane gets this on the draw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Ready. East right, north. Corner, long. Watch it, Oscar.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Tagovailoa on first down. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the... They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Field. Don't. 63, 60. Hey!
They kick the running back in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's complete. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And the Dolphins got it. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
First down, here's Tua. Finds his man, Waddle. And they get this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast.
21G. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready. Step. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. Working quickly here.
Come on, three, kick. Hey, 21's here.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
They throw it out quick to the left. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey. 73. Tiger Hornet. Kyle left Yeti.
Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. Launching deep down the right side. This is Cobb. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throwing for Hurts. Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
63, back.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good. Turbo 1, high. Hey. 21G.
Now Tua to throw. He puts some power on it, deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
On 1st down, Hurts. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Throwing here, Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But